Welcome back. Our guest, Tim Canova, ran against Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz in the 2016 Democratic primary. She won the primary and kept her seat in Congress. But here's where it gets interesting. Tim filed a lawsuit last year to inspect the ballots from the election. But after he filed the lawsuit, the paper ballots were destroyed. He's now calling for a federal investigation. So, Tim, she's been accused of rigging the presidential election, now her own election.
Well, let's be clear that it was the Broward County Supervisor of Elections and not Debbie Wasserman Schultz who actually destroyed the ballots. We had our concerns about the accuracy of the vote count based on what a number of election integrity groups were saying to us. We thought, let's put in a public records request under Florida's law. Florida has a very good public records law. The first of 3 public records requests was over a year ago. We were stonewalled for 6 months, finally filed a suit to enforce our rights, and while the lawsuit was pending, they destroyed the ballots. And that's in violation, apparently, according to Politico's interviews with 7 election law experts, in violation of federal law and in defiance of the court itself. So you've got to ask, why would somebody be violating the law to destroy ballots?
But what made you think there was something dodgy about this in the first place? Why are you even involved in this
you know,
process?
the public opinion polls said one thing, and the public opinion polls were based on a pretty limited sample size of maybe 400 voters with landlines and not cell phones. Our own internal numbers, we were knocking on 10,000 doors a week. It was a much larger sample size and probably more representative, indicated a much different result. So we were always a little bit skeptical of the official result, and we thought, let's just put everyone's concerns to rest by verifying the vote. And what we found was very disturbing. You know, when you cannot even have paper ballots that are
secured.
secure.
Destroying it after the request is in.
Which apparently undermines the confidence, you could say, in how accurate the digital scanned ballots are.
You're being very polite about it, but it sounds to me like, you know, this is really bad. What's going to happen next? How does this move forward?
Well, we are calling for a federal investigation, and we'll see what will happen. And I'll say it's not limited to my own district. I mean, we saw in the last presidential election voter suppression happening on a massive scale. Just a couple of months ago, the New York City Board of Elections admitted in a consent decree that they had purged more than 200,000 voters from their presidential primary, and they promised not to do it again. And
how many?
200,000 voters in New York City alone, and now I'm hearing from folks in Putnam County and Orange County and all over New York State saying it happened there as well.
It's really interesting because, I mean, normally that voter suppression argument you hear is, you know, always directed by Democrats against Republicans. Here it's by a populist Democrat against an establishment Democrat.
But let me be clear. You know, you take a look at the John Ossoff election in Atlanta. There's lots of concerns that Republicans may have been stealing from Democrats there. People are losing faith and confidence in the American election system because it's not transparent and the voting is not verifiable. The ballots are not verifiable.
It makes me wonder whether I mean, just this week, wasn't it, the president disbanded the commission he set up into vote rigging or whatever it was called? I can't remember. Well, I mean,
they said
it was kept it going
due to infighting, but we also know that the president said false statements about things that were found to be false here in California, which was not true, and our Secretary of State verified that that was not true. But I'm 100% right that we should have at least more transparency about how the process is conducted, and this is something that, frankly, you can tell I'm a voting advocate. People should vote, and it turns people off when they think their vote's not going to count or that somehow things are going to end up in the garbage dump. Or, you know, Florida already has a bad enough reputation as it is.
These are big things. You know, these aren't just small.
No, we have the least professional and most balkanized voting system of any place in the world. You know, it's like you go and vote anywhere else in the world. It's a paper ballot. It's counted by the same rules, regardless of whether you cast it on one side of the country or the other side of the country. We should have a national system, at least for national office, so that people can understand that if your vote cast in Maine, it counts and is counted in the same way as it is in Hawaii. The rest of the world has done it. Why can't we catch up?
I think it's something we can all agree on. But I do have to say, in listening to your story, very interesting. It sounds very familiar to me. I don't know who would have done this, but to destroy evidence after, you know, something like a subpoena, like 33,000 emails or something. I mean, the two knew each other. I'm going to just throw that out there. It sounds like she learned from the best, or someone in her inner circle learned from the best. But good luck with that.
Very nice. Let's leave it there. What a happy note. Thank you, Tommy.